We could do a heavy construction, like special thing. I'm kind of tempted because they pay really well. And I'm not sure I've done those before. But maybe not. They're a lot of work. You're going really slowly for that entire length. I don't know, maybe... Yeah, maybe we'll do one. And then we might be able to head back to Salt Lake City easily. Connect to a client VPN with weird firewalls, might be out for some time. In case you want to come back, have fun. Thank you, Elbrant. Good to have you here. Good luck with that. I know how tricky that can be sometimes. So yes, if you disappear, we won't hold it against you. Sure, let's do a special load. We'll give people a treat and do some responsible driving for a change. Maybe that should be a channel point incentive. Like 10,000 points, do a legal delivery.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, don't break the law for once, you animal. Yeah. You could do some challenge ones as well, like drive on the wrong side of the road as much as possible or something. Been trying to think of ideas. To a backwards, no. You go very slowly in reverse.
Go straight.
Now the funnest thing about
Get ready to turn right.
doing the special transport is I seem to remember you get your fuel and rest topped off. I've no idea if it actually advances time or charges you for the fuel, or if that's just provided as part of the job.
Turn right.
So we're going to find out.
Go straight.
Some of the GPS would say, do it backwards. Don't break the law, you animal.
Keep left, and then turn left.
No, it's when we start the job, then we drive responsibly. This is just getting there. This is very different. Got to get there fast. No time for obeying the law just yet. There'll be plenty of time for that soon.
Keep right.
And I'm not kidding, you have to with a special transport load. Like, you do not have an alternative. If you break the law, you fail. I miss my Scania. My Scania would slide. Yeah, playing it real safe. This is a 20-foot by 20-foot by 16-foot container that weighs 99,000 pounds. This is not messing about. The worst bit is that third dimension, because I'm fairly sure that's the width. Actually, no, that's the height. 20 is the width, so it's even wider than this huge construction.
Get on with it.
Tanks refilled, hours restored. That is this thing. When it says wide load, it is not kidding around. Timetable you got for online classes still is art, music, and PE. Well, you still do art and music easily enough. PE, yeah. I mean, home-based exercise is a thing. No sliding trucks. Maybe, but this one doesn't. I think it's because it's a long chassis. Here we go. Avoid any possible conflict with the escort vehicles and keep the cargo between them. Do not drive out of the estimated route, nor to filling stations, rest stops, etc. Obey speed limitations, which will be ensured by the front escort vehicle. Watch out for the overtaking traffic and other drivers on the roads. And you have change lane maneuvers that you must follow. So you indicate, or they start moving, so they block the designated lane, and then the other car moves to secure it, and then you change. That one I think is a little bit more relaxed. So one goes to the left, the other goes to the right. I'm just going to take a quick look at the routes so I know what I'm doing. So these bits are the worst. The tight turns are the absolute worst. I can't remember what the condition of this road was going up here, but that turn at the end is going to be an absolute bitch, I think. But I have to follow this route. I cannot change it. So this is going to be interesting. How are you going to do art and music? Yeah. I mean, it's usually learning about, I mean, you do some drawing or something and hold it up to a camera, I don't know. But art can also be art history, right? Music can be learning about music, not actually playing it. Muting stream while you use school stuff, that's just fine. Not a problem. People have priorities.
Keep right.
We're going to have a lot of tension at this point. You've basically just got to trust that the game designers knew what they were doing and that these routes are wide enough. Because they often don't feel like they are. Like this bit here, I guess it's going to go over the barriers anyway, but you just got to go as far as down the middle as you can. And so I hope that they've done their job properly so that you can do yours. And here's the change lane sort of thing. And then just take it easy. We're only allowed to go 40 maximum, so we're just going to set cruise to 36. And then we'll just tap it up a bit for this section. But as soon as it starts going downhill, we decrease it so that we don't accidentally go over. Yeah, see, this is where it gets real, right? This is where the game is actually more of a simulator. They added these in as a special DLC. There's, I think, 8 or 9 different types of special transport. Each with their own challenges, each with their own routes.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And then there's the heavy cargo as well, which you just pick up as normal, but it doesn't have all the extra stuff, but can actually be heavier, which can be a problem for some trucks. Am I still running a 1600 CPU? Yes, I still have a Ryzen 5 1600. I've not really had opportunity to upgrade. Not hugely in mind to at the moment. I can't even get away with a lurk without people giving you stuff. Oh, it's jumping again. This bit around here seems to be where it goes jumpy. Thankfully it doesn't like jump ahead, it just picks up where it was. There's no change in activity on the hardware monitor. It's just the graphics card is actually just dropping a bit. I think it must be the mods, because I didn't have this problem coming through here the first time. And hey Rubix, I didn't even know if you were lurking or not. I just assumed it had been given outside of the active stream, which does happen.
Go straight.
Other traffic, oof. I'm trying to do something important here, don't go getting in my way. Seamoth indeed. Now anytime that you're watching Clove do her hardcore glitchless, then you can spam Seamoths. Or next time I start doing them again. I'm not sure when that'll be. I'm enjoying playing Truck Sim. Sup SB Tyson. Welcome, welcome. Now I believe we can just go through red lights here, because it's basically like a police escort. So that's one thing that isn't different about my usual driving style. Now's where the road is getting skinny. This is where it gets really interesting. But at least it's relatively straight. No one else is coming at the moment, so just gotta hug the centre line a bit. Make sure that we don't stray too far to the right. Oh, if you take any damage, you fail as well. Informatics teacher's in the mood for a class. Mood. Okay, now there's no big barrier, so I can go a bit further. So the lead car goes to the side in order to force other traffic to go off to the side. And then I've just got to hope that I can squeeze past. Yeah, they programmed in some decent AI for these sections. I mean, they have a pretty dedicated community, some of whom are either active or ex-truckers, so they like to make sure that they're doing things right by them. Never imagine getting home for a day of trucking to do more trucking. Yeah, I don't know, I can imagine it. I mean, a lot of my workmates get home from doing a lot of programming and do more programming, so, you know, with like side projects and such. I certainly don't. Police is handled a bit differently than in GTA, just a little bit. Like you're 45 minutes late from your Swedish meeting room, it's tomorrow. What even are days? I had a meeting at 8:30 this morning. 8:30 AM, Monday morning. Let that sink in. I don't know what it's done or what it wants, but let that sink in. You know, just gotta hope we've got good brakes in this section. Someone posted a comment on Google Classroom asking about the class. Why don't people just shut the fuck up and relax? Tell them to come here and relax. We can teach them some geography at the very least. And we've got some music. And kind of art as well, really. Classical music is kind of an art form. 6:44 AM there. Why are you out of bed? Sock, that's meant to be about Switzerland, not Sweden. The flag in Sweden is a cross, not a plus. Switzerland is a plus. England is a plus, technically. Underneath the Union Jack.
Keep right.
But Switzerland is what you're thinking of. They're not. They're not a plus. Sweden is a cross. UK has 2 crosses, England has 1. The English cross is a red cross on a white background. But the Scandinavian nations are a elongated crux. I think the only one that would work otherwise would be Greece, because isn't that a cross in the corner and then stripes? You've heard it used for both countries? Well, one of those was wrong. That's all I'm saying. because otherwise it could be Norway or Denmark or Finland, but it's actually meant to be Switzerland, and whoever said Sweden that you've heard, they just forgot the name of the country. Can practically guarantee it. Yeah, I don't care about the average listener. Might just be close enough. I would contend that it wouldn't be. It's like, but it's not a plus though. What would be good is if you could have one that's like kind of like one of the Scandinavian flags, but smaller. So then you could say that it makes you a little cross.
Turn right.
I mean, you could ask, say that about why Jesus looks so unhappy on the crucifix, because he's a little cross. Also, nailed to a plank of wood, so that doesn't help. Rudu. Derudu. Sandstorm. So this is the bit of road that I'm really uneasy about. No, I wouldn't be particularly thrilled about it either.
Get ready to turn
The greatest thing is that remember that he was a carpenter, so he was actually just testing it out. I like to think he was critiquing the workmanship. You call this a cross? It's not even bloody level. Isn't there space on the right that I should occupy? I'm not Germany. But I don't want to hit my load to hit any of the little markers on the side of the road. Yes, so, because he would not speak of his own accord. Of course, that probably just means that he had some sort of agreement that he didn't want to talk about. We're getting there.
Get ready to turn left.
Hey, I have 54 hours to make the delivery. That's generous.
Turn left.
I guess that means you can just inch along at like 5 k's an hour. Wait, they're leaving me here. Well, I guess this is a back road now, so that's fine. So now I've just got to go up this bumpy ass road with a massive fucking trailer. This is so sketchy. What were they thinking? Imagine doing this in real life. By the way, I am not looking at chat at the moment. I'm sure there's some really killer jokes being shared at the moment, but yeah, this needs some concentration. I can't even take that corner any wider, so I've got to really hope that I'm not going to get stuck on anything. And I can't go too far to the right either to remain wide in the corner because there's those poles. Okay, we're almost there. So it's just the corner at the end. If they'd made me go up and then around, I feel that would have been much nicer than making me do a 90 bloody degree turn. That's a gentle curve that they could have had me take instead, and then I'd have just been going straight in the entrance instead of having to do a wide curve. Thankfully, all I need to do is park at the question mark, so I don't actually need to turn in.
It's all over now.
It is indeed all over now. We are done. No, we're not. What? Oh, I have to go all the way to the back? Oh god. Okay. Here was I thinking that that would be where I handed in. But no. Okay, I think we've got enough clearance. There we go. They're making me actually park it in the line? Okay, no, I can skip it. I won't. Unless I really have to, because I'm not reversing this piece of junk. But... go too far, and then bring it back in line. I think we're a bit too far to the side. Normally they don't make you park it. How far off am I? Oh, I'm so close. I didn't go too far. I didn't go far enough to the right. Yeah, you know what? I'm calling that close enough. No, don't. I need to pick it up again. Wrong one. Enter. There we go. That's close enough. I'm not reversing that damn thing to try again. Okay.